Okay, I'm not expecting a lot from these patch notes except for system changes, and I'm probably right here. Okay, never mind. There seems to be a lot of nerfs. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about Evo. I want to talk about the future of the game, and I want to talk about we got so much shot. We got patch notes. Fuck this shit ass game. Um, All right, we'll get there after. I'm probably talking about Zato. I've not looked at these patch notes, but I might be able to make it better for you if the patch notes are what I think they are. This is Dookie. Yeah, I think you guys might be overreacting. Let me go. Let me go through this. I think these might be like I haven't looked at them, but like usually there's some hidden implications to these changes. There's usually some hidden implication, right? Like when they added Wild Assault, everyone was like, "Oh, bro, none of these changes matter." And then a lot of these changes mattered because of Wild Assault, like Sin and stuff like that. People wanted better buffs to Sin and all that stuff like that. So let's see. I expect some hard Wild Assault nerfs. I expect some hard meter nerfs, and some. I expect some a little bit of character changes. I don't expect a lot of character changes, except for maybe like the really crazy ones. All right, so it's crispy. I need the 3v3 added season 4 bonus color premium color pack. I think that's the weird one, right? The This is like the Guilty Gear one, where it looks like almost cell shaded. Let me answer my phone real quick. Okay. Digital figure mode, we don't care about that. Fixing issues in the correct display mission mode, I don't really know about this. Battle related 3.03, nice. All right, we've we've made adjustments to property of the new Wild Assault mechanic in season 3 as well as burst gauge in relation to it. Perfect. This is what we want. All right, looking good so far. We've also made changes related to roaming cancel for invincibility moves. Perfect, right? Again, this is exactly what we're looking for. We're starting off pretty strong. We're starting off pretty strong. When a wall assault triggers a wall break, the opponent can now tech after the area shift. This means you need to trigger wall break with an overdrive in order to create no hard knockdown on wall break. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God, man. Holy shit. This was ass. Whoever thought this was a good mechanic? What do they mean by tech? Just means soft knockdown. So you'll be put in soft knockdown. So you'll be basically like rolled. It's not a real tech. Um, yeah, just soft knockdowns. That's what they mean. They use this. I think that's so. Yeah, they used this when they took hard knockdown away from May. They said you're able to tech May 3K now or something. I go back and check, but it was the same wording. It's basically soft knockdown, which thank fucking God, no safe jump, no fucking garbage, no fucking resource looping. You just get a soft knockdown, which it should be. So basically, you just won't use wild assault on wall break. To be fair, depending on if they don't change burst meter gauge, this is still an issue because what you'll do is you'll just use the wild assault to get you the corner, and then you'll gain burst. I talked about this before, where it's not even just a wild assault problem, it's a way you gain meter problem. It's a little too quick. So you'll still have situations where you just resource loop people, but this makes it pretty hard to do it off random hits, like round start. And that's kind of where it was really, really, really toxic. But I'd like to see where the meter changes are, right? I'd like to change where the meter changes are. Okay. We've also made individual adjustments to both red and white wall assault. I think they should have hit blue also if they're gonna nerf this shit because I think blue is equally as degenerate as both of them. It's just people have downplayed this blue wall assault so hard. They both maintain their strengths upon landing a hit while weakening the situation after they are blocked. Reduce momentum when blocked, make it more challenging. Okay, so if you FD it, right, they can't put you in a strike throw situation. So Soul can't do fucking like 6S into Wild Assault into God guess for game where I'm gonna fucking kill you. So that's pretty good. If you FD it, you should be good here, right? They won't be in throw range. they're just on you. Good change. Again, I do think they should have hit Blue Wall Assault too. Um, this was really annoying since Gregon's here with Kai. Round start, we use this 10 frame far slash that you can't fuck with. Hit you. Now you're on the other side of the screen in a fucking block string, guessing strike throw. It'll still be good because you still get that pressure, but you're gonna have to commit more after, right? Like that's the point of this. You're gonna have to commit more. Um, yeah, yeah. I want to see what the White Wall Assault changes are. I do think they should have hit Blue Wall Assault. I think it is pretty degenerate still. Um, they shouldn't be guaranteed mix afterwards. If you're not going to guarantee me strike throw after Red Wild Assault, you I don't think you should be guaranteed mix after Blue Wild Assault. I think there should be, if you FD it out, they have to go for a riskier mix or commit differently. Like Abba shouldn't be able to do Blue Wild Assault transform into overhead, right? Like I feel like if you FD her out, she shouldn't be hit by that. To be fair, Blue Wild Assault does have on some characters more outplay than others. Like Bridget's goes way too far, where Abla's doesn't go too far. Um, I could be totally wrong about that, but I feel like Bridget hits far slash from full screen and I get hit. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about that, but that's how it feels sometimes. So maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe it's just the situation that you get hit in. I haven't looked into this. Season 2 has been non lab for me. So it is now minus on block. This is a good one. This is a good one. They should not be able to do white walled assault into overhead behemoth. Fucking completely safe. I want to know how minus. I would like to know how minus, but this is pretty good. Nago shouldn't be able to do blue white walled assault into bite. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's completely stupid. It still is going to be really easy for like them. Like when you're using this move now, it's more of a read, right? You're trying to go through moves rather than just win neutral from it. Um, yeah, it's hard call outs. Yeah, that's what they want it to use for. I don't know how they could have nerfed it differently, to be honest with you. I think White Wall Assault was a bad mechanic to add into the game, but the fact that blue kind of exists now the way it does is kind of, I don't know. I I want to know how, I want to know how minus, right? Because if it's like -2, I don't know how much it matters. Like it matters, but like if you could do like, this into like a move that doesn't get you killed or like in a better put you in a better situation, it might be okay, but like it's still like not the best situation. I'd have to see how this played out. I just have to see. I would guess around like -2, -3. Um, I wouldn't. I think it like the real problem was like how plus is it now? Yeah, like +7 was a little like okay, like you should have been able to do this into like overhead behemoth, right? I don't know about minus. I think they probably should have left it neutral or like slightly plus, where you could do like 2P or something silly, or like still like hard call out, like them just holding down back if you're pot or something. Like I don't know about minus. It should never have been +7 though. No, I'm telling you, like White Wall Assault is completely degenerate. This mechanic shouldn't have existed in the first place. This mechanic was pretty terrible. Like even pre buff, where it like hit full screen, I still think this is pretty good though. Because if you watch how Go Lewis kind of uses White Walled Assault now, or like how like if you watch Red, you'll see this a lot, right? If you watch Red, I'm not. You'll see this a lot where Go Lewis will literally just full screen do it, and then like you're just not blocking because it's like why would you be blocking? You're trying to play neutral, and then you just get hit, and then they drop drone, and then they're able to do something, right? So it's not too terrible, but you are gonna have to find better ways to use it than I'm fucking playing this character. I'm just gonna use it and win the game. Um, Again, if you ever played a good Go Lewis player or a good pop player, this move completely made you sad. You literally would play the game, you'd be winning, they'd white walled assault on you. The game was no longer winnable, if unless you hard gambled with them, and it was always in their favor, right? People are complaining about ABBA -1 or -2. Yeah, it was always in their favor. Um, okay, frame data is just a number. Okay. Burst gauge. Reduce rate of natural gain over time as well upon wall stick. This reduces overall amount of burst gauge available throughout the match, meaning while the assault and psych burst need to be used more strategically. Pretty bad change, I think. I think they should reduce the amount of gain you get on hits. Wall stick is a little silly because if you you know what's gonna happen, right? We all know it's about to happen. We all know bottom tier HC is about to wall stick us a million times, right? Um, like I think this is a pretty bad change. I think they should just done it on hit. Um, HC, characters that could do that. I think we're gonna go back to that meta, depending how bad it is. Yeah, slumping is back. It seems. It depends on how much. I think this is pretty bad mechanic that they've added. We also should have removed positive bonus. Maybe we'll get there. I don't know. I don't think positive bonus should give you burst back, but maybe I don't know. I don't really like this mechanic. I don't really like this change. This is pretty disappointing to me, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I think positive bonus should not give you burst gauge. I think that's not yet. I don't think. Um, Patch notes drop, but not the patch. I think patch drops in like 4 hours. Um, I would have liked to see bigger hits to burst. I still think because here's the issue I have. Yeah, they removed the resource loop, but it's still kind of the same, right? Like it's not as bad, but you are gonna get to points where you do feel like it's season 3 again, right? Um, like let's say you get hit and the opponent has 40% bar, you get wild assaulted to the corner, they overdrive you. They've used wild assault, so now they're getting positive bonus to get all the meter back. And it kind of feels like you're in the same situation, right? They kind of didn't change it. They changed how much it happens to you, but didn't change that happening to you all the time, which that makes me a little sad. And this kind of still nerfs defense. Like getting the burst on wall stick was good, but the problem was I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I think positive bonus should have been removed for burst, but I think overall this might be fine. I just am scared of wall slumps. I don't think wall slumps were ever healthy. I don't think they were skillful. I think you literally just sat there, ate 3 50/50s from 8C or Eno, and you just were like, wow, that was not fun at all. So I don't know. This one I'm not too happy about personally, but we'll see. Roman cancel for invincible moves. Invincible moves and counters that can be used as reversals without tension can no longer be Roman cancelled in any situation. No more DP PRC, no more parry PRC, no more Anji, no more super PRC. I don't know if they should remove super PRC. They should have removed super PRC where it doesn't take 100% of your. Oh, without tension. My bad. I still think they should. I still think they should remove Super PRC. I still think they should remove Super PRC. I think Super PRC is still lame. Um, that being said, this means you will have the chance to punish them as long as you block them, and players can no longer go for damaging combos when they hit. Okay, this was a long awaited change. This should have been changed in season 1, to be honest. GPRC should never have been a thing in Guilty Gear. DPs are too strong. Flash kick is too degenerate, especially Leo flash kick, right? DP into hard knockdown before. Um, Definitely shouldn't have been a thing. The thing is, positive bonus is the equal part of gaining burst. If they hit you too hard, heavies will become unstoppable. Yeah, I just don't. Well, like it depends. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see how the mechanic goes in game. I'm interested. However, they've gained throw invincibility, making them more powerful as reversals than before. There are some exceptions into this counter moves not gaining throw invincibility. That okay. Parry, Baiken seems to be tanking these patch notes, huh? Okay, good. I hate Baiken, but like I know a specific pro player is about to be very angry about this. For characters who S and HS versions of invincible moves, the HS versions no longer have invincibility. Okay, they already added this. The properties of these moves and their scaling and slowdown effects will be adjusted in line with the rules for non-invincible moves. Okay. Um Overdrives can still be roaming canceled. Okay, nice. Super PRC needs to be hit. I hate that mechanic. It's such a lame mechanic. It's so lame. But whatever. Every patch I hope I see the nerf. Uh so this really gives a big infinite yeah, this really gives a big this really big a this gives a big emphasis on safe jumps, right? Your character has a safe jump, you're eaten right now. If your character does not have a safe jump, you're not eaten right now on certain wall breaks. Like Abba might be kind of struggling. But like Ram Ram would do pretty good here. I think the big thing is getting hit by a DP isn't scary still, right? Because you can't get a combo off of it. You can't get DPRC into combo, which was an issue. So I'm not. Is it only on block? Is it only on block? But you could do Calvados PRC. You're able to do Calvados PRC. No, on hit two. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is fine. I don't I think yeah, this isn't too bad. Honestly, how many characters were able to grab DPs, right? It was like Geo, Chip, Ram. No one really structured their offense to beat DPs unless you unless you were like a true strike throw character, right? Pot, yeah, Pot was able to grab them. Um I think this nerfs strike throw characters pretty heavily because like they're gonna have to hard call out DPs now, and the player has an option to just mash. I grab a lot of DPs as biking. I can see that. I can see that. Pot, I feel ill. I'm not gonna lie. These pot, these make pot a little. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see the adjustments. Because Potemkin's on the character adjustment list. Okay. We've made improvements to some characters who struggle to reach their full potential. This applies to the following characters: Axel, Potemkin, Zato, Testament, Bedman, Johnny, and Elphit. I think everyone agrees. Everyone here, but Johnny was the worst. Probably really bad. I think Elphelt and Johnny were the best out of everyone here. Potemkin with White Walled Assault was a menace, but if you take White Walled Assault away from him and throwing DPs, he's not that scary still. But I think if you take White Walled Assault away, Potemkin needs to be changed in a different way. So, okay, sped up timing when activation effect is displayed. Okay, nice. Red wall so lasting effect. Less affected by momentum when blocked. Yeah, okay, this is just going over. When they remove Guard Crush. Okay, this is completely fucked up. Because then you would be able to do like Wall of Assault PRC just to make it safe. And like, okay, like this. Okay, we destroyed White Wall of Assault. Increase hit stop duration, decrease knockback when performed uncharged. Okay, the knockback when charged version, decreased recovery due to removal of the Guard Crush effect. The player will now be at disadvantage after. Yeah, I think we hit this. We hit this pretty hard. This is literally used as like a fuck you move now, but like beat supers. Honestly, like I'm happy, but like I don't know. I think we should have hit red and blue a little harder too. Um, but is it whatever? Like maybe they'll change it. I think red and blue should be hit harder. Um, I think blue wild assault characters eat right now pretty hard. Okay, Volcanic Viper. No longer counter hit state after action free mans, nice. Decreased base damage, nice. Decreased base damage scaling. Am I reading that right? Do I not know what decreased means here? Do I not know what decreased means here? Does this mean he does more damage? This means he does more damage, right? Wait, decrease scaling though. They decrease the scaling. God fucking bless our souls, man. We are gonna fucking die. Um Dude. Hello? Why? What? This is insane. All right, man. All right. I'm guessing this is the same. Kai also did insane damage off DP loops. Vapor thrust, increase launch height on counter hit. Ground vapor thrust. Does he get a better combo now? This character keeps fucking winning, man. Can no longer be Roman canceled. Wonderful and dynamic. What is this? Fiction issue no usage restriction set can only be used in succession upon clash. What the fuck is this? Okay, I don't think this matters. Um, you can now go for additional damage. Like, let me read. Did they? Okay, never mind. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know. That's silly. The soul changes look silly. I have to like maybe I'm reading them wrong. Well, maybe I'm reading them wrong, but they seem a little silly. The HTP changes seem a little silly. He can no longer go for additional damage after landing a poke if the player makes the correct decision. He can now go for additional damage after landing a player. Okay. That's weird wording. On grounded hit, standing HS now launches opponent on him, making a possible combo. Alright, so like Abba Axel is just worse now. You go to extra damage in better situation when going for standing HS instead of crouching HS, appropriate. Leg from additional jumping S no longer slams opponent down, making it possible to hit with aerial snail. Projectile charge version of which now moves faster, can approach opponent. Yeah, they kind of gave him a shit ton, huh? Now launch the opponent, make it possible combo into sickle flash. Okay, so as you could do HS into super, I guess so. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I guess there was no way to use his super really in a combo unless you wall broke. So maybe this gives like better opportunity to use super. Should we go for HS or crouching H? When okay, yeah, makes sense. The blowback after aerial hitting jump S no longer slams the opponent down, make it possible. Okay, so he's able to do S into snail consistently, which kind of sucks because usually you get hit with the S and then you dash block in. If you fail the dash block, you get back snail. But now if you dash block inappropriately on JS, you'll get hit with snail automatically, and that might combo. The projectile chargers of which okay, so now they just made this better for Oki and like just approaching people, which like I don't think he needed, but okay. Um okay. Interesting. So he's gonna do like winter cherry into whistling wind, run at you a little bit, and he's safe. Okay, I guess. Crouching P, discreet knockback at Macrum range. Okay, we didn't need to buff Crouching P again, but we did. Far S, horizontal blowback distance on aerial hit. Okay, so you could combo to snail. Add a launch effect on ground hit. Okay, so you get super afterwards. Um, Decrease horizontal blowback distance on aerial hit. Increase launch height and aerial hit. So you could combo into snail. Okay, whatever. On counter hit, the opponent can no longer recover after landing. Okay, he gets hard knockdown off a snail. So I don't know if he needed this, but the way you'd play against Axel is you would do like you'd JS, then you dash block, and then you'd IB snail, and if you failed it, you would get soft knockdown. I guess this just gives you on counter hit. I don't know how much this is gonna come up. Okay, I thought. Okay, no, here, aerial snail. Okay, exactly. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Ground snail. I don't know if anyone ever got hit by ground snail. I'm not gonna lie to you, but aerial snail, was rough. Okay. Comes out contract. Someone can no longer increase the number of hits dealt to the character. Increase movement. Okay, this is kind of good. Damn, they gave him a lot. They can't stay on the ground forever. Nah, they're just there. He won the game. GG. Don't get hit by Aerial Snail. Don't get fucking hit by Aerial Snail or fucking Axel will literally win the game. No. It's not hard knockdown. Literally, just don't get hit by Aerial Snail. Or you lose. It's GG. It's over. They just can't get up. Your character's gonna be there. Beyblade. Beta Blade. Is this one? Is this one where he goes like choo choo? Is that one or no? I don't know. Okay, never mind. That's the super. I mean that's the DP. My bad. Don't listen to me. All right, pot. Okay, these are big. These are big. These are big. Um. Okay. More opportunities to get in range for Potemkin Buster, eh? Okay, he can go for Okuzumi from more situations because the opponent can no longer tech after. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Uh, why'd they nerf me? Look, relax. I think Blue Wall Assault characters should be nerfed. I think it's obvious Blue Wall Assault is the best. Oh, DP. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck your DP. All right. Fuck your DP, Skyler. You already know. All right. Uh, I'm kidding. Standing heavy slash on area hit, opponent can no longer recover. This is his big fucking like arm move, right? Um, Big arm move and hard knockdowns now. Or no, you win the game as soon as you hit it now because you can't recover after landing. You're just stuck there. Um, so it's just pretty good. That's really good for pot because then all right, like it's gonna make gambling into pot like okay, so what people do against pot, and you'll see this pretty heavily, is they'll just throw their body at him, and until they get in, they won't like they'll just throw their body at them, and then like he can't really get anything off of it, right? He just throws out his heavy slash. He does his little hammer fall. He gets no Oki after, and then you do it all over again. He does hammer fall, like or he does slide head a bunch of times, and you're just like, huh, okay, um, like interesting. So you can no longer just. I've not gone to the test changes yet. You can no longer just throw your body at Potemkin, right? You're gonna have to actually properly dash block into him, which is gonna set him up for more ways to do Hammerfall PRC and stuff like that, and like give you chances to do more slide head against him because you can't just throw your body at him. You kind of have to approach him like you'd approach. I don't want to say a zoner, but it's kind of similar to that, right? Like you can't just run at him anymore. It seems. JD reduce lower hitbox. Okay, so you can't just do like JD and like beat you all the time. Ground throw, mid screen, regardless of opponent's character. Decrease launch height after ground bounce. I think this is good for him. I'm gonna have a stroke. This is pretty good for him, right? He gets better. He doesn't have to Kara probably after ground throw to get. I'm not sure if he ever had to, but I assume this is the distance change, and he probably gets a better Garuda impact. No longer triggers opponent's block pose before the attack startup. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think this is to combat this one. If you were dash blocking at pot, you would just block earlier than usual. Reduced hurt box. Reduce hurt box. Reduce lower. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. Sorry. Okay, well, yeah, you're not gonna be able to 6P this. My bad. My bad. My bad. You're not gonna be able to 6P this. Even if you could, which you probably couldn't, you're not gonna be able to 6P it anymore. I'd like to see the ABBA. The same changes, by the way. All right, we got to keep it consistent here. The opponent can. Okay. Okay. Slide head. Okay, so like if you were dash blocking at pot, you would block earlier than you needed to because of this on slide head. So whatever, that's fine. The opponent can no longer recover after landing. Okay, so like again, like you would just take trays into pot, like eating Hammerfall, right? Eating Hammerfall was Abba untouched, man. Uh, like you just eat Hammerfall, right? Because it was like, okay, what was he gonna do? Like have to Hammerfall at me again and get bad Oki? Again, you can't just throw your body at pot anymore. That is a no go. You are going to die if you throw your body at pot. You're gonna have to actually play proper defense where you're blocking more, or at least ground blocking more, which gives them more opportunities for slide head and doing Hammerfall PRC and doing like Garuda Impact, right? Like this is kind of what they're trying to go for here, so he has more opportunities to get in. Reduce lower range of proximity required to attack connect. Okay, so you're just gonna get grabbed no matter what now. Adjusted angle of the leap probably comes in this way instead of this way. He literally went straight up like he literally went on like a slight angle before. He's probably gonna go like straight like a acute angle now, like a straight acute angle. Like here. Let me draw what's probably gonna happen. Let me get my notes out because I got shit in here. Before this was pot, right? This was pot before. This was pot. This was pot before, right? And he'd come at you like when he used super, he would come at you at this angle, right? Like this was the super angle, and it was weird because if you were jumping, this was you, little cute character against a big scary pot. You were jumping, sometimes you wouldn't get hit over here. But now I assume he's gonna come at you like this, acute angle. You see? Right here. I think this is gonna be the angle he comes at now. So that way, if you're jumping, you're doing like a short hop, like in the corner, because you're scared, he's just gonna do this to you. Um, instead of doing this to you. That's what I assume. This drawing is heavenly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Increased damage, increased guaranteed damage rate. I don't know what that means, but that's fine. I don't think it really matters. Um, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Makes the super fly grab sleep. This makes. Okay, so they might have changed super PRC. This might have they might have changed super PRC. This makes the super flash shorter, so he has less time to PRC it. Yeah. So we take those. I think if we got rid of super PRC, I'm happy, but I don't think this reads. Mm. All right, I think like okay, White Walled Assault might have hard nerfed this character, but goddamn, he got some good stuff. They definitely made him more consistent. They made the way you played against Pot before Wild Assault was pretty degenerate, right? Like you literally would take hits. Patch. I'll go over a TLDR afterwards. I'll do a TLDR afterwards. Pretty good for him, I think. This definitely makes him more consistent. I don't know if this will make him great, but they're pretty good. Okay, this doesn't matter. Oh my god. All right, let's read these. He can better start his office now after his opponent blocks attacks from Zato or Eddie. So, okay, I want to go over why this patch is unfortunate for Zato and why I don't like. I haven't read these yet. My eyes are closed to this. I'm looking at the left screen. This is on the right screen. I think with Blue Wild Assault being the best Wild Assault now, or most likely the best Wild Assault, I think Red still might be the best, but Blue being really strong, they probably still don't want to buff this character. They probably still don't want to buff this. This character is very scary with Blue Wild Assault. I still think they don't want to buff this character because there's still a new move coming from him, and Blue Wild Assault is still really good. So let's just read. I don't think he's going to get crazy buffs. Eddie's forward movement speed has increased, making it easier for him to approach opponent while they are blocking an attack. This is great. I think this is really good. He's one of the slowest characters. I'm pretty sure. And like good riddance for him being slower. So now he could cover Eddie a little bit better. Eddie's probably gonna die a little less because he could like do like probably like Pierce run forward and still protect Eddie. The down input now functions differently during break the law, moving Zato to Eddie's current position while moving the opponent while moving while the opponent is blocking. That's a lot or a leap. Allows them to approach while in an advantage situation. Okay, so you could do it mid move now. That's pretty good. Probably quality of life stuff. So that's pretty good. When his offense is interrupted by Psych Burst or Yellow Roman Cancel, the Eddie gauge down starts replenishing, starting from the remaining. That's a great change. I like that change a lot. Because before, right, he would do like Eddie, and you'd be like, oh, he's full Eddie, he's not protecting Eddie, boom, like Wild Assault or Burst, and he's basically then useless for 7 seconds, right? This is great for him. So now if you early burst him, um now if you early burst him, it doesn't matter. He'll just gonna go full screen, drop Eddie again, and you're gonna be cooked, right? So that's pretty good. These are great changes. Like I don't know. Like I take these if I'm a Zato player. It takes less time before Eddie can now be resummoned after returning to neutral from such situations. The recovery time remains unchanged after Eddie takes an attack. Oh, this is perfect. So yeah, if you get bursted full screen or bursted early, you could just literally like win the next situation and then just summon Eddie really quick. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. When hit with blue burst or yellow Roman cancel Eddie left gauge, increase more nice decrease attack startup. Okay, so he's gonna be able to do stuff into Pierce better. Okay, we take those. We take those. All right. Yeah, I think these are overall good changes. I didn't expect changes from Zato. I think overall system changes makes him a lot better. So we'll see. I again, we still have October patch for him and his new move. So we'll see how this works. I don't know if this is enough for Zato players to actually lab this character again and figure stuff out. But again, I think they are scared of this character because of Blue Walled Assault. If they overbuff him, he's just gonna Blue Walled Assault loop you, right? He's just gonna Blue Walled Assault on you, get Eddie back, mix you again, Blue Walled Assault on you, get Eddie back, mix you again. And like, if you're a decent player, you know that's gonna happen to you. Um, and again, it's not like Zato, you're gonna block him. Like he's like almost unblockable. You just are guessing. You're doing like educated guesses on what they could do. Um, so I think they are scared about Blue Walled Assault. Nice. Leo. Okay, basically everything that everyone else get. Um, okay, nice. Nothing changed. Okay, nothing changed. Thank fucking God. But sucks for biking players, but thank fucking God. Uh, all right. All right. We got some changes. We got some changes to go for. This character is unfortunate. Um, okay. The adjustment, okay, offense incorporating the succubus have been made more effective. I assume they mean by crow succubus. The adjustment of blowback ground throw adds extra advantage afterwards. Nice. So she probably could, or yeah, Testament probably set up Oki situations a little bit better. Have access to more variety of Okazeme now. Nice. The succubus no longer disappears after using possession. This was a big one. If you used TP, like the fake TP, you couldn't use the succubus to set up Crow. Um yeah, the Biken changes are pretty bad. I don't think Biken was that good anyway, and the like yeah, no parry PRC. That's a little rough. He'll probably I mean like just play Milia. I think Milia is the better character. Anyway, they can now approach using possession in situations after Gravy PRS version and still incorporate the succubus. Yeah, so I think they want you to be able to do like Crow into because okay, so on Testament you could do like charged H Reaver, and you were able to TP for a got to them, and then it would hit them. You were able to block, and then you weren't able to use the Crow because so you'd have to like reset up Grave Reaper. They removed that, so now you could do stuff like that, right? Pretty cool. Um, decreased knockback and crouching S. Decreased attack startup. Nice. So you could be able to use this move without fucking killing yourself. Pretty good. Ground throw. Decreased horizontal block back distance. Decreased launch height. You'll be able to set up Oki better. Adjusted hit regardless of opponent's hurt box. I don't know what this means. Because I thought this was Crow, but it's Stain. I don't know what this means. I assume there was some type of bug where you're able to PRC out of the Stain. I'm not too sure if that's true or not. That's the only thing I could get from this. Like you're able to like let's say Stain hit. Stain would be like you were stained, you know? And then like here this is Stain and like Testament would hit you and then you would be able to like let's say you I don't know like the hurt box the Stain was different. That's the only thing I got. That's the only thing I got. I don't even know what this means. Like I I've never been in a situation where I didn't get hit with Stain. I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird one. Maybe mistranslation. Maybe maybe I don't know what this one means at all. Increase horizontal movement speed after changing to succubus form. The succubus will now be set at a farther away position. This is also really good. Um, so when Testament does like Reaver and you TP to it, the TP and the like we don't want the TP and the succubus to be at the same point. The TP should be in front of, like, it should be TP here, succubus here. So you could do stuff like TP 2P into Crow, right? And it won't whiff. I assume that's what they want to do. So it just gives you more situations where you could use Reaver. Adjusted blowback when hitting the knockdown opponent. Increase advantage slightly. Nice, I guess so. Extended hitbox behind the projectile. Okay, so if you're behind Testament, like you jumped over them, you'd get hit still. I don't think that really matters. There's not many situations that happens, but whatever, it's fine. Um, I think this is the biggest one, so you can just set up Crow after TP. Again, I don't think it's good still. Like this is definitely not enough, but like it's good, but we'll see. The succubus no longer just spears from teleporting. Pretty good. Say duration of the succubus remains after teleporting. Oh, great. This is great. Decreased recovery. This is the big one. Imagine OTG staying ground bounce. Yeah, that right. That'd be kind of sick. This is the big one. Being able to TP and not be fucking negative is great. It's like Asuka could TP, but he has um he has cubes to cover him, right? Testament don't got fucking cubes. This TP's ass. Yeah, it should have always hit from max range. I don't know why it never hit from max range. It's literally a zoner, right? Um, it doesn't really matter. Only for combos. This is a big combo. This is a good big combo problem. You'd like combo someone on Testament, and like you needed one more hit for yeah, go ahead. You needed one more hit for wall break, and your Arbiter Sign misses, right? And you're just like, well, now the opponent gets to do whatever the fuck they want. They get to run at me because I'm in Arbiter Sign fucking recovery, and blah, 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 right? Like, is a hot dog a sandwich? It might be. It could be. It got bread. Um, Starship, yeah, fuck this character, DPPRC, Skylar. Anyway, Hawkbreaker, okay. As a Testament player, I'm tweaking. This is pretty good if you're a Testament player. Again, this is not gonna make Testament good. this is not gonna make Testament good. By any means. This definitely helps, right? Um, and Testament was also one of the characters that didn't really care about Red Wild Assault like other players do. They kind of used it for consistency in their combos. Like they would never just White Wild Assault on you or Red Wild Assault on you and then go for Strike Throw. That's not what Testament did. Um, so like the overall nerfs to Red Wild Assault do not affect Testament too much. They're like they still use Red Wild Assault pretty well. Um, Testament is also one of the characters that didn't care about TPs too much, so it's not too bad. Like, obviously, cared. Your Reaver would get hit by DP a lot of the times, but like, not being able to throw DP is not too much of a problem. Like, you would do it sometimes, but you're too slow of a character to actually like consistently go for that unless you're doing like some crazy pressure that's involved being really close. Um, I think those are pretty good. Again, I think this was pretty good change. I think this will give Testament more to do, right? Because a lot Testament really didn't have much to do in the game, right? They just kind of like zone you, and that was it. And then like the teleport was honestly very niche and useless. You went for like safe jump setups with it sometimes, and so it kind of gave being able to teleport into pressure is really good. It helps close the gap on characters like Axel, if you could even get a Grave Reaver off on Axel, and like just makes overall them a little scarier. This one, I think everyone's a little maybe overreacting. Like it sucks that it's full screen because you might just get memed by it sometimes, but like this really helps Testament get combos because there's a lot of times where you do like Grave Reaper 6H, whatever, they get popped up, Crow, Far Slash, and you need like a Grave Reaver to hit and it whiffs or something, and now you're just like, whatever, man. Like or you need an Arbiter to hit and you're just like, whatever. Yeah, but you didn't really have to commit a lot of the time on Testament. This gives definitely safer ways to commit. Like you can make your approaches a lot safer with the teleport and like the increased recovery and stuff. So I think this is overall pretty good for Testament. I don't think this takes them out of being pretty bad. It definitely helps them though. So we'll take that. We'll take that as Testament enjoyers. Bridget, yeah, whatever. Can no longer be roaming canceled. This is good because he'd be able to do so. Like just blocking this is fine now because he'd be able to do Hawk Breaker, follow up, do the little thing, and then do Gazelle Step, and then like if he RC'd it if like he was wrong, and then like yeah, whatever. It's great. It's great. Gazelle Step can no longer be roaming cancel when performing Hawk Breaker. Okay, nice. So yeah, he has to commit now when he does DP, which is great. Improved aerial neutral, making it easier to get into close opponents. Additional forward movement. A forward jump makes it possible to jump an opponent from farther distances. Jumping S now has a vacuum effect, meaning Bedman could get close range from a single aerial hit. There are now more opportunities to start combos after mix-ups as JD launches opponent on ground hit. Okay, forward jump. Okay, his jump sucked, so good for them for changing that. His jump was really bad. He just stayed in the air and he wouldn't move too far. So good for them. Counter hit, close slash, change hit effect now triggers aerial hit state when another attack connects during the set duration after a hit. I assume this means his combos where he does like one of the moves, the big explosion move, then he catches it with close slash, and then some of his combos would drop afterwards. I assume that's what it means. I could be wrong there. Is a testament plan on be dishing this character as soon as Venom comes out. Two-step characters are really hard in Strive, and either like I think test, depending on how overtuned Venom is, he might have the same problems Testament does. But Testament does, added vacuum effect when connecting with opponent. So when he hit JS, let me remind myself what JS is because I think I have it in my head. But when he hit JS, here, so when he hit JS, he couldn't combo off of it. Sometimes he would hit hard, so like, and you couldn't do a normal air dash like other characters can. So I assume when you do JS, it brings them to you, and then you could continue the combo there. I think that's what it means. I could pull this up because right now, yeah, JS, you have to do some like weird thing to actually combo off of it. Yeah, maybe like actually this will help his mix too. Decrease startup. That'd be kind of cool. JD. Okay, that's pretty good because like when he would JD you, you would just take the JD because he didn't get a combo unless he RC'd it. So I guess you get a combo now. Again, this doesn't really fix his problems of getting FD'd out a lot of the time, but definitely makes him more consistent. Patch supposed to drop in like 3 hours. Yeah, this definitely makes him more consistent. Like again, this is not gonna make Bedman great, but it definitely helps, right? Okay, nice. Johnny, 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 Johnny. I saw the first patch. I saw the first patch note right there. I don't I don't know what the patch notes. I haven't read anything else. I don't think this character was as bad as people said he was. That being said, he still needed some help. So let's read. Um, he received improvements to his mobility and pressure during footsies. The reduced recovery on his forward dash makes it easier to close in on the opponent. Grounded Mistfinder now triggers the counter effect. Hmm. Johnny players eating real hard right now. Forward dash, decreased recovery. Okay, this they didn't give him a dash block, but they made his dash block better, right? Or they made him dashing better. You're still being able to hit him out, but definitely you have less time to do it. They gave this change to Geo and Lil, right? I wonder if it's almost to the point where it doesn't really matter. Um, we'll see. I don't know how much decreased recovery means. Does this mean it literally you cannot hit him? Or does this mean like, what does it mean is the question here. I assume you're still gonna be able to hit him. I still think that needs to be his weakness. His forward dash and his back dash are just too good of moves. They're just way too good. And you're like, oh, he gets hit out of forward dash. He's so bad. Look, he's able to just do miss cancel, dash up, grab you into guaranteed fucking card setups. You understand how strong that is? Like, that's really strong. Like, being able to just do that is so strong, especially guard crush, dash up. Like, come on. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I assume he's gonna be like immune to like if you do like card get guard crush and he dashes forward, you're not like I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. Setting expanded frontal hitbox. Okay, his heavy slash is better. Maybe he needed that. I'm not too sure. Does it blowback direction to match Johnny? To match the direction Johnny is facing. Okay, I don't think that matters too much. Added counter effect. Okay, so you'd be able to combo if you decide. So like, what you would do against Johnny, right? Is you would like swing your 6P into him or something like that. So if you are wrong, you're gonna get a combo. You're gonna get counter hit now. If you do it too early, or you're not guessing correctly, or if you're trying to contest him doing Mistfinder, you're gonna counter hit, which makes the -14 meme. And you could punish Johnny after Mistfinder, not really, but you could. Um, it makes that a little like balanced, right? Because now if you just block it and you don't try attacking into it, you get comboed, and if you don't, you get a punish. I assume. We'll see what the combos look like. Hopefully he doesn't get full screen conversions. That'd be kind of toxic. I'm fine with like closer conversions, but full screen's a little silly. Um, adjusted direction to like I think he probably should get a combo if you're trying to like dash into him, like dash into him and hit him, but I don't think he should get a combo if he's I don't know, like full screen doing it. I don't know. Mm, I don't know. I think it's a little silly. Added counter effect, spin on frontal hitbox. Okay, we're just these are look. If you're still complaining about Johnny after these buffs, you got problems. I'm just saying that right now. Okay. I was hoping this would be a nerf to deal vault card, but it seems like it's not. Yeah, I think he's cooking. I think if you're complaining about Johnny, I think if you're complaining about Johnny now, you're a total joke. Like I will not take you seriously if you're complaining about Johnny now. I just won't. I think these are great changes. I think they've increased the risk reward of Mistfinder. They gave him better buttons and they gave him a better dash. Again, I don't think he should be able to dash block. But hey, I'm complaining about Johnny. All right, Elfelt, another character people want buffs that I don't really agree needs crazy buffs, but Crouching P, decreased tax startup. Let's see what that means. I want you guys to apologize to ABBA. I want everyone to apologize to ABBA right now. I want apologies. What the fuck, man? That is not something she needed. Fuck you. I don't know about Rekka 2P, Rekka. We'll see. Let's Rekka on. Okay. Here. Let me do this first. There's no way. You might be cooking. But my bad. My bad. You guys are right. I'm stupid. You my bad. You guys are right. I'm stupid. Her moves are now overall more viable. Yeah, thank fucking God. Make it easier to create positive situations around Chain Lollipop. Fuck you. When the opponent blocks the beginning of ground, Miss Charlotte. Miss Charlotte, that's Bridal Express. She can now create distance at low risk. Creates a I don't know, Miss Charlotte is the gun. Creates better situation on him, makes it easier for him. Shit's gonna be fucking okay. Let's read. This shit's stupid already. Far as adjusted to be less affected by dash momentum. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Expand the upper hitbox and hurt box. Okay. I don't know if she needed that, but okay. Miss Charlotte extended backward movement distance, adjusted as the beginning move projectile property change, decreased recovery. So she'd be able to run in after this move. To be fair, this move was pretty bad, but I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't think she should be able to get close S after Miss Charlotte. Okay. Bomb Chocolat, adjusted opponent launch properties on ground hit. Probably better combos. You get like funky combos after this. Like you do the bomb, they get hit, and you do JD, and sometimes they would drop. I guess it just it launches a little better now. Standardized distance after successful throw. Bomb Bobonier? What is that move? Am I it's Bomb Chocolat. What's Bomb Bobonier? Oh, the command grab. I forgot that was even a move. That shit was useless. Standardized distance to show your opponent character, edit for movement before attack span, proximity requirement, attack connect. I don't know if this is too big. Uh, I think this is really big, and I think this is pretty big. It gives her better opportunities to approach, and it makes our defense really good. And as Arcia said, you be able to do like okay, so after you do the bomb chocolate or whatever, if you have to now like be ready for them to reset with 2P and stuff. Um Command grab super. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't too crazy, but this one's pretty crazy, and this one's pretty crazy. And this one's pretty crazy. I I I don't think she needed this. I think this is silly. I think this is silly. She should not have a four framer. This is silly. Um, yeah, this is pretty silly. Um, hmm, okay. I don't know. It's not a three framer. If they make it a three framer, we're cooked. Uh, no one really should have a three framer. Soul does not deserve it, but it's okay. I think this was a pretty good patch, except for soul changes. The fuck is this, bro? The fuck is this? This is a pretty good patch. I would say the tier list probably remains unaffected. Um, for the most part. Um, like the by tier list, I mean like the overall good and bad characters, right? Like I don't think this patch is making you a better character. Like Axel's really good. I think Axel changes are really good. I think the pot changes are really good. I think those two are the biggest winners from the patch for disregarding White Walled Assault, of course, and grabbable DPs. Um, I think Johnny is ridiculous. Uh, I think Johnny's ridiculous. I don't know why they did this to him. Um, yeah, I'm not too sure why they did this to Johnny. We'll see how it turns out. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know, man. That's messed up. Johnny is hot. Look. Um, here's my take. TLDR, DPRC got removed, DPRC got removed. We don't know about the damage change on the DP. Nothing. He just has better situations if you don't play against him properly, right? You're gonna have dash block properly. You're not gonna just throw out hits. He has better confirms into super. Um, no DPRC pot. You can't throw yourself at him. You're gonna have to stay on the ground more. You can't get hit more. Better super. Um, no white wall assault that is degenerate. So better throw conversion. Didn't get anything. Made it easier to get Eddie out. Made it less punishing when you got wire seat or bursted. Leo, no DPRC. Nothing. Uh, did I even read Anji changes? Nothing. Bikin, no parry PRC. Testament gave better ways for them to start up offense. Made them a little more consistent. Made teleport a little better. We'll see if this actually helps them or not. I have heavily doubt it's going to help them too much. No DPRC, no DPRC, no DPRC follow up Gazelle Step PRC. Bedman made his mix ups a little better, made his conversions a little more consistent. No DPRC. Gave him counter hit on fucking Mistfinder. Who the fuck knows why? Made dash startup, made dash recovery a little better. Um, could do K Mistfinder into card now for some reason. Um, and into Joker card, not normal card. Probably could do normal card too, but yeah. Give her a four frame. for no reason. Um, Made some combos more consistent, made her gun better. That's basically the TLDR on this. TLDR on system mechanics, you get less burst on wall stick now. So wall, depending on this changed, the what's it called? Wall stick thing, was it wall slumping is back. Wall assault is now minus, doesn't guard crush, and yeah, minus and doesn't guard crush, which is great. Red Wild Assault, you're probably not going to be in a strike throw situation if you're FDing Wild Assault now. Red Wild Assault. So, like, those meme fucking videos where you see Soul doing, like, 6S into RC and or into Wild Assault, into close slash, shimmy, you go for throw and he kills you, are probably not going to be a thing anymore. Um, yeah. So, yep. That's basically all the system changes. Burst comes back less. No DPRC anymore. DPRC is removed for all characters. Um, but you can't throw DPs anymore. So that's the TLDR. If you haven't been here. Um, so let's kind of talk about how this affects the game. I think it does pretty heavily. Um, I'm a little sad about no ABBA changes, but whatever. We'll get them in October. Um, um, he's getting less pushback as buffs, so they won't want him to get any combo and pressure. If you think you're gonna get Arbiter, here's the situation. You know, you guys don't understand what Testament. Their frame data sucks on some of these special moves and hurt boxes. So like, as much as like Grave Reaper's broken, look at this hitbox, man. You just gotta swing into it. Um, they needed some changes. Arbiter's 24 frames, 26 recovery. So what I'm saying, if you whiff this, you're just getting ran at, you know, a lot of the time. 56 total frames you're stuck in. Fuzzyable because they don't hit at the same time for some reason. Who knows why? Uh, oh, talking about X. No, I was talking about earlier about being able to to like you're not gonna get this off too much. You know, I'm talking about Kano with Axel with arbitering Axel. This move is still pretty bad overall. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I think the buff is only for literally combos. Um, helps matchups. It does. It does. Like if you're able to like do this versus HC on like a reload or something, like it's definitely helpful. Um, Again, they're gonna be able to block it probably or roll it or something silly, but um, um, I do agree. It is helpful. It's helpful. I think this is more for combos. Um, let's see. Let's see. I think all DPs deal more damage. Johnny is hot. Can't make his character bad. I get to play the game. Axel is just a rush down character now too. He's getting less pushback as buffs, so they want him to get in and combo pressure. I think they want him to take a little bit more risks. I still think zoning is his main thing. Like, I think they want him to get rewarded for zoning, right? So, like, when he does like JS Snail, they want him to get like meaty tornado, which gives him a bunch of plus frames and going in. And like this kind of like is supplemented with the buffs to how he's able to hit confirm into super. Like they want him to like do something, hit confirm into super, wall break, kind of like what other characters are doing now, right? I think that's a big one. Like a lot of characters are able to just like do something, wall break, and run pressure, and Axel's not able to do that. Like he wouldn't hard knock down you any time. they gave him more opportunities to hard knockdown, and then like they want this move to be a little more prominent in his kit and how he sets up stuff after he's one neutral, so he's just not sitting full screen. Because I think they realize in a game like Guilty Gear Strive, sitting full screen isn't a real win condition, right? There's so many ways to get on someone. There's so many ways to hit people. There's so many ways for me to like stop you from doing what you're doing that like staying full screen is not viable as a win condition. Like that's why Testament got these buffs, right? Like they want Testament to TP in. They want Testament to TP in. Like they want Testament to TP in, do like Grave Reaver stuff because zoning isn't a real win condition in this game. Unless you're HC season 1 because literally it was impossible to beat. But like Axel can't like zoning on Axel is just like it's too bad of a mechanic to like work in this game. And I think they realize that. I think they realize that zoning is just not a design quality that most characters should have in a game like Strive where the map is too small. The map's too small. Characters could hit you so hard and people could close distances really quick. That zoning, like how many characters could Axel like truly zone against Testament, Axel or Abel? Maybe Bedman without walled assault. Maybe Nago against what again without white walled assault. Maybe Golus without white walled assault. And everyone else kind of has a way in, right? Everyone else kind of has a way in, or they'll eventually get in. So, and like Testament, it was even worse because they had to do like 2-3 steps in order to get in. Um, so I think everyone turns into some type of set play character eventually, and I think they should because zoning is just bad. Um, so yeah, I think this is pretty good. I like these changes. Is it enough? Benman has projectiles, yeah, but he has to kind of set them up in a funny way, right? Like he has to like kind of has to like throw them out. He gets zoned out. It's kind of like Testament. Testament gets zoned out by Axel. Um, because they have to set up their projectiles in a funny way. Interesting. I didn't even know that. That's interesting. I knew there was like a delay on the pop, but yeah. Mm. I don't think anyone plays Testament enough for this to pop up enough. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I think if you're playing Johnny, you are eating real hard. I think Elfelt was already good. I think Elfelt was already good. Yeah, this I could see set play being pretty big considering the season 4 characters. I don't know how big. I think they want to tone in or hone in on because okay, this will lead into season 4, right? We